looking to start your flock in 2025? In this video, I'll show you the 7 best egg-laying chicken breeds for beginners. These breeds are hardy, easy to care for, and consistent layers. Perfect if you want a steady supply of fresh eggs every week. Welcome to Green Profit Cultivate, where we help you raise healthy chickens, collect more eggs, and live sustainably. Subscribe for weekly chicken farming tips, breed guides, and composting hacks. Alright, let's dive into the top 7 egg-laying chicken breeds for beginners in 2025. Each one has its own strengths, and I'll explain why they're great for newcomers, how many eggs you can expect, and a quick tip to keep them at their best. Number 1. The Rhode Island Red. This breed is a classic for a reason. Rhode Island Reds are hardy, resilient birds that can thrive in a wide range of climates. They're known to be great for beginners because they don't require a lot of special care, and can handle both free-range and confined living. On average, you'll get about 250 to 300 large brown eggs per year, which makes them both productive and dependable. If you're just starting out, Rhode Island Reds are often the go-to choice. And since they're hardy and active, make sure they have a solid coop setup with enough space. I've linked some starter coop kits in the description that are perfect for this breed. Number 2. The Leghorn. If your main goal is maximum egg production, the Leghorn is hard to beat. These birds are famous in the commercial egg industry for their efficiency, often laying 280 to 320 large white eggs each year. They're a little more high energy and flighty compared to Rhode Island Reds, so they do best when they have plenty of room to roam. They're not as cuddly or docile, but when it comes to production, they're one of the top performers. To keep up with their energy, Leghorns need a quality high-protein layer feed. I've included links to some trusted feeds that provide the right balance for these powerhouse layers. Number 3. The Australorp. Australorp are famous for their calm and friendly temperament, which makes them fantastic for families and beginners who want gentle birds. But don't let their easygoing personality fool you. These birds are record-setting layers, with some hens producing over 300 eggs per year under ideal conditions. Their eggs are usually light brown, and they're steady, reliable producers. Since they'll be giving you so many eggs, it's important to provide them with comfortable and clean nesting areas. I recommend using nesting pads or quality nest boxes, which I've linked below to make things easy. Number 4. The Plymouth Rock, also known as the Barred Rock. This breed is one of the most versatile backyard chickens you can get. Plymouth Rocks are dual-purpose, meaning they're valued for both their meat and their eggs. For beginners, the real win is their friendly, calm nature. They're easy to handle and tend to be good with kids. They'll give you around 200 to 250 large brown eggs per year, so while they're not the highest layers, they balance productivity with personality. They also thrive on reliable feeding and hydration, so make sure you have good feeders and waterers in place. I've included some in the description to save you time searching. Number 5. The Sussex. The Sussex is another great all-rounder. These chickens are calm, curious, and adaptable, which makes them easy to integrate into almost any flock. They can lay up to 250 cream-colored eggs per year, and they keep producing fairly well, even in cooler weather. Sussex hens are also known for being excellent foragers, if you want to let them free range. To maintain strong eggshells and consistent laying, you'll want to provide them with calcium supplements like oyster shell. I've linked some trusted options in the description. Number 6. The Golden Comet. Golden Comets are a hybrid breed created specifically for high egg production and early maturity. They often start laying earlier than most breeds, and can give you 250 to 300 brown eggs per year. They're friendly, docile, and very consistent, which makes them a favorite for backyard keepers. The only downside is that hybrids like Golden Comets may not lay as many years as pure breeds, but while they're producing, they're incredibly reliable. Since they produce heavily and early, they benefit from having grit and supplements available to keep their digestion and overall health in top shape. I've included some recommendations to make that easy for you. And finally, number 7. The Isa Brown. Isa Browns are another hybrid, and they're widely considered one of the best breeds for beginners. These hens can produce 300 or more eggs per year, making them one of the most prolific layers available. They're friendly, easy to care for, and they tolerate different living conditions, which is why so many new chicken keepers fall in love with them. They're truly a set-it-and-forget-it type of bird. Feed them well, give them space, and they'll reward you with baskets of eggs. If you're thinking about expanding beyond just eggs, Isa Browns also make a great bridge into gardening, since they produce plenty of manure for compost. To complement that, I've linked a beginner seed bundle and gardening tools that go hand in hand with keeping chickens. And there you have it. 7 of the best egg-laying breeds for beginners in 2025. Each one has its own strengths, but all of them are proven, reliable layers that will keep your egg basket full. Before we wrap up this list, there are a few extra notes every beginner should know about egg production. First, remember that egg counts aren't set in stone. Even though we talk about averages like 250 or 300 eggs per year, the actual number your hens lay will depend on several factors. Most importantly, their feed, light, and stress levels. If they're not getting enough protein or calcium in their diet, if the days are short and dark, or if they're stressed from overcrowding or predators, their production will naturally drop. On the other hand, with the right care and environment, some hens can even exceed those averages. Second, it's important to understand the difference between hybrid breeds and pure breeds. Hybrids like the Isa Brown and the Golden Comet are incredible producers, often laying 300 or more eggs a year. But there's a trade-off. These birds tend to burn out faster, which means their laying lifespan is shorter. After a couple of years, their production usually slows down dramatically. Pure breeds, like the Rhode Island Red or the Sussex, may not hit those record-breaking numbers, but they make up for it with steady, long-term production. They'll give you fewer eggs per year, but they'll keep laying consistently for more years overall. So when you're choosing breeds, think about your long-term goals. If you want maximum eggs quickly, hybrids are a fantastic choice. But if you're building a flock for the long haul, mixing in pure breeds will give you a balance of reliability and sustainability. And there you have it. The top 7 egg-laying breeds for beginners in 2025. From hardy classics like the Rhode Island Red and Sussex, to powerhouse hybrids like the Isa Brown and Golden Comet, each of these breeds has something unique to offer. The key is to choose the birds that match your goals. Do you want fast, high-volume egg production? Or do you prefer a steady supply that lasts for years? There's no one right answer. It's about building the flock that fits your lifestyle. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which breed are you most excited to raise? Or, if you already keep chickens, which ones have been your best layers? Drop your answer in the comments. Your experience might help someone else who's just getting started. If this guide helped you, give it a thumbs up, share it with a fellow chicken keeper, and don't forget to subscribe for more weekly videos on chicken farming, egg production, and composting hacks. And before you go, grab my free backyard chicken starter checklist. The link is in the description. You'll also find links to the co-op kits, feeders, supplements, and other gear I personally recommend to keep your hens happy and productive. Thanks for watching Green Profit Cultivate, where we grow more, waste less, and live green. I'll see you in the next video.